Attraction is a complicated topic. There are whole scientific fields dedicated to studying it. As guys, we tend to simplify attraction to an extreme degree. Common sentiment in the self-improvement world would have you believe there's only one way to be attractive. Like quite literally, if you spend half an hour in any downtown area of your city, you will see all types of guys with attractive partners. This tells us no matter what package you come in, there are ways to become more attractive. How to approach attractiveness. Improving your attractiveness is both highly personal and also universal, which might seem contradictory, but it's really not. Think about attractiveness like this. You have a pyramid, where at the bottom are traits that generally hold true universally and cross-culturally. On this bottom layer, you have traits like health, confidence, and status. These are traits that are almost universally attractive across different societies and cultures. They serve as the foundation of the attractiveness pyramid. Health can manifest in various ways, such as physical fitness, clear skin, good posture, and general vitality. Health is attractive because it signals good genes and the potential to be a good partner or good parent. Confidence is attractive because it signals that a person is capable and self-assured. This could mean they're more likely to be successful and resilient in the face of challenges. Status can mean different things in different societies. In some societies, status is tied to wealth or job position, while in others, it may be tied to family connections or accomplishments. Having this YouTube channel, because of its popularity, gives me some status. Being good at a sport or a video game can also give you status in certain circles. Status is malleable and comes in all different forms. The great thing about the foundation of this pyramid is that all aspects of it are things we at least have some control over. Most guys choosing to become more physically fit, working on their confidence, and developing some kind of status are completely possible for them. As you move up the pyramid, the traits become more personal and culturally dependent. The middle layer is what I call things that are attractive depending on your culture and area that you reside in. It can be physical features. For example, something we might find really strange is having a small head as a guy in Korea is deemed extremely attractive. It's such a phenomenon that they literally have filters on their phones that will shrink your head. It can also be personality traits. In general, being a super extroverted people person is deemed attractive in North America, while in places like Japan and Northern Europe, you might be seen as strange or weird if you try to strike up a conversation with strangers. The top of the pyramid contains the most personal and individualistic traits. These are the traits, quirks, habits, or interests that make you uniquely attractive to certain people, often independent of cultural norms or universal principles. This could include individual physical traits, such as having a big nose, having thick eyebrows, having big lips. These are all individual features that can make you uniquely attractive. Niche interests and skills. Maybe you're incredibly passionate about a specific hobby, or you have a unique skill, or those who appreciate your skill might find this very attractive. Personal style and expression. The way you dress, how you style your hair, your tattoos, all of these things express your personal style and can be very attractive to certain people. If your personal style is goth, you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but the people that like you will really like you. And lastly, individual personality traits. These are the unique elements of your personality that aren't necessarily related to confidence or universal values. Maybe you have a unique sense of humor, or you're very creative, or you're incredibly empathetic. These traits might not be universally attractive, but they can make you uniquely attractive to the right people. Focusing on what we can't change. A lot of guys will focus on things they can't change about themselves. It's just part of human nature to do this. They'll focus on things like height, race, or facial features. These things are all undoubtedly a part of attraction, and I understand why it makes a lot of guys feel bad about themselves. Generally, no one likes to be excluded, especially for things they can't change. I think these things are both understated and overstated. For example, height really does matter. In general, women will want someone taller than them. In 92% of couples, the man is taller than the woman. On this channel, we like to take a reality-based approach to the topic of attraction. So let's be honest, there's some serious height inflation going on in the world. Every guy watching this adds about 2 inches to their actual height. Every 5'10 guy says they're 6 feet tall, and every 5'7 guy says they're 5'10. Guys that are 5'11 have basically gone extinct. So let's say, for example, you're an actual 5'6" guy. A man who is 5'6" would still be taller than roughly 60 to 70% of women. That is a significant portion to work with. And let's look at some real world examples. I'm a huge UFC fan. Look at guys like Demetrius Johnson, John Dodson, and Alexander Volkanovski. All of these guys range from 5'3" to 5'5" and aren't exactly traditionally handsome, but they all have attractive partners. It could be their status as UFC fighters, but if you compare their partners to that of taller UFC fighters, it's not like you see a huge difference, if any at all. This just goes to show, no matter what cards you're dealt with, there is a way to work with it. Focus on your strengths. Another thing I want to talk about is how to work towards your strengths. A mistake a lot of guys make is trying to be something that's incongruent with their natural features. If you're a square-jawed, bearded guy with strong facial features and a more masculine archetype, if you aim to try to look like a TikTok pretty boy, there's going to be a strong incongruence, which is off-putting. But if you lean more into your natural features and take advantage of what nature gave you, you can become very attractive in your own unique way. Similarly, if you're a more delicate, boyish looking guy, don't try to force a look that doesn't align with your natural features. This applies to more than just physical appearance. If you're an introverted person who enjoys deep one-on-one conversations, you don't need to force yourself to be the life of the party. You can be attractive in your own quiet, thoughtful way. To sum it all up, focus on universally attractive traits. Improve your health, build your confidence, and strive for status in a field that matters to you. Pay attention to cultural attractive norms. Understand what traits are typically valued in your culture. And see which one of those aligns with who you are. Don't try to force fit into norms that don't suit you. Celebrate your uniqueness. Whether it's a quirky hobby, an unusual style, or a unique personality trait, embrace the things that make you different. You might not appeal to everyone, but the right people will appreciate you for who you are. Accept the things you can't change. There are some aspects of ourselves that we can't change. Instead of dwelling on them, acknowledge them and then shift your focus on the things you can control. Play to your strengths. Instead of trying to be someone you're not, embrace your natural traits and lean into them. If you're tall and athletic, use that to your advantage. If you're shorter and more cerebral, there are plenty of people who will find that attractive. Remember, there's no one size fits all when it comes to attractiveness. What one person finds attractive, another might not. The key is to become the best version of yourself and to attract people who appreciate you for who you are. Thanks for watching, and remember to follow me on our Instagram, OnPointFresh. I'm going to be posting a lot more short form content on our Instagram and TikTok. With that said, thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe for a lot more videos.